Hello and welcome to Microsoft Power Automate tutorials. Today we will learn how to work with approval process with SharePoint by using Power Automate. First of all, we'll see the use case for this approval process. If you see on my screen, I'm having the use case for the training approval process, where we're going to create a form inside the SharePoint, and then we'll provide the details for the training approval process along with the training. And then it will go through the approval where it will send the request for the particular person by using the approval. And then once the training approval has been approved by the particular employee, then it will store the data inside the Excel or any other kind of database. Due to my budget concern, I'm going to use Excel over here. So this entire thing we are going to create by using Power Automate Cloud Flows. First of all, let me show you a form which we have created for the training purpose to give a proposal from the trainer. Okay, I have created a form in my SharePoint. If you see over here, I'm having a form with the name of training form, where you are having the columns like title, name of the trainer, experience, and the budget, and number of days is required to train for the particular technology. These are all the columns what I am having in the particular list over here. And in the same way, once a new record has been inserted, then what will happen? It will go through the approval process, and then finally, if it is approved or rejected, then in that case, it will record the details inside the Excel. You can see over here, I'm having trainer, experience, technology, and the budget and the number of days. And if you see over here, requested date and the approved or not. These are all the two columns which we are going to get it from the particular process. All right. Now, how can I go ahead and do that? The same process by using Microsoft Power Automate. We are going to create a cloud flow by clicking on create. Now over here, I'm going to select automated cloud flow because of the triggering is designed by the event where the SharePoint, whenever the new record has coming over here inside the SharePoint, over there, what will happen? It's automatically has to trigger this Power Automate flow. So that I'm going to select automated flow. And then I'm going to give the name as training approval process. And then over here, what is the triggering point over here? Whenever a new record has been inserted inside the SharePoint portal, then it has to trigger the flow, right? So what I will do, you can see over here, when an item is created, you can see the SharePoint over here, so that I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to click on create. Over here, I need to provide the parameters when an item is created. What is the site address that SharePoint, wherever the post we have created, that site address we need to provide over here. And what is the list name over here? I have created training form over here inside the employees, so that I will select training form. This is my triggering point. When a new item has been created inside the training form, so that it has to trigger my flow. All right. Now, the second step is that it has to go through the approval process for the approval or reject. So that what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new step over here. And then I'm going to choose the operation over here as approval. You can see over here, I'm having approvals over here, so that I'm going to select this approvals. And the action is that I'm going to start and wait for an approval because of, let's assume a new record has been created inside the SharePoint portal, so that it has to wait for till the approval has to reject or approve it. So that what I will do, I will select this action over here as start and wait for an approval. And then if you see the approval type over here, there are 4 types are there. And approve, reject, everyone must approve. Another one, first to respond. So what does this mean? If I'm going to select multiple people to approve it or to reject it, everyone must approve it for this first option. And the second one, anyone can respond it for the particular record request. All right. Now I'm going to select approve or reject first to respond, so that if I'm going to give any email ID, so that it will the first person will respond on that so that it will complete the entire process. All right. Now the title I'm going to give it as training process, training approval process. And then I'm going to assign to whom I am going to assign, so that in our real-time scenario, we are going to assign to the HR, right? Human resources to approve the process, or for the talent team, will assign this entire record. They will go through that and then they will complete the process and then they will respond on the top of that one, right? Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to assign over here for myself, and then over here details. What are the details that I want to keep inside this approval process? So I will say, I'm just given in such a way, dear HR, I'm requesting to approve my training details. All right. And over here, what is the item link over here? So what are the request ID we are going to get it when a new item is going to create, that link that we have to keep it, because of it is approved or rejected. To track that one, we need to keep this item link over here. So that what I will do, I will use ID over here, which is coming from the SharePoint. All right. Now over here, there are two options that we have when a new approval came. What are the two options? One is the request can approve or can reject. These are the two options that what we have, right? If it is approved, then we have to put it as in the Excel or in the database, we need to put it as approved. If it is rejected, then in that case, we are going to use it as rejected. These are the two paths that what we have. All right. So we can use in a different ways, like we can create a separate flow, like by choosing the conditional operation. I will show you that by clicking on new step. I will choose controller over here, and you can see the condition over here. So the condition, it's nothing but the outcome which we are going to come from the approval process. You can see over here the outcome, and if it is equal to approve, then what is the action? If it is not, then what is the action? You can use this kind of condition. But over here, I don't require any kind of condition, because of it's an outcome that I'm already knows that when it is approved or rejected, so that I will store directly inside the Excel. All right. To make you understand, I just added this condition. Let me delete this. Now, once the approval process has been completed, we need to store this entire data inside our Excel. All right. So how can we go ahead and do that? Now, by clicking on new step, I'm going to choose the connector over here as Excel Online Business. All right. Now, I'm going to add a row into the table. This is the action which I'm going to use it, right? Now, the location and the documentary, I'm going to select it as OneDrive for Business. And then file, I'm going to give it as training. And the table, you can see where over here, once the training has been selected, we will get trainer details, which is inside the Excel that what we have. Okay, let me select that. Once you select the table, it will populate the records which you have given inside the Excel. You can see over here, trainer name, experience, technology, budget, number of days, requested date, and all these things. All right. So the trainer name will comes from the SharePoint. That is, you can see over here, name of the trainer. Select that. I'm just going to map each and every one. Experience, I'm having experience over here. Experience years. Technologies, I will map with technologies. Budget. Number of days, I will map with number of days required for the training. You can see from the SharePoint, I'm having number of days. And the requested date, I will take it as today's date. All right. I will take it as completion date from the approval process. So, and you can see over here, is it approved or not? For that one, I need to take the output from the approval process, right? So that I'm going to select outcome over here from the approval process. All right. Now all the details have been mapped successfully to the Excel. Now in the real-time scenario, you can map the same details with the particular database. You can use on behalf of the Excel, you can use your own database, and then you can map the same details over there into the particular table. All right. Let me click on save to save my flow. Now my process is ready for the training approval process. Let's click on test to test it to check my flow is working fine or not. Click on test and then click on test flow and then click on test. Now my flow is looking for the details to insert from the SharePoint folder. Let me go back to my SharePoint folder and then I'm going to click on new to insert the details or to create a new record. Over here you can see the title. I'm going to give it as Mr. And the name of the trainer, I'm going to give myself as Amir Basha. And the experience, I'm going to give it as 12. Budget, 15,000. Number of days, 10 days. And the technologies, I will say ASP.NET and RPA. And then all the details has been filled successfully from the SharePoint training list. Let me click on save. Now you can see a new record has been inserted inside the training form. Now this flow training approval process will start running and it will try to fetch the data from the SharePoint when we have created a new item. You can see over here when a new item has been created, it has been successfully completed and it is right now waiting for the start and wait for the approval process. So there are two ways out there. One is that it will send a mail to the particular person which I have given as part of the approval, right? So that is assigned to. Assigned to is the email ID which I have given. All right. Now, or else it will send an email to the Outlook. So there are two ways that we can do. If you respond from the email also, that is the same way. If you're responding from the Power Automate also, that is the same response. Now, to make you understand what I have done, I have opened once again the same instance of the Power Automate, and then you can see over here action items. Click on that. You will find the approvals over here. You can see the approval. You have one approval request pending. Let's click on approve or reject based on your request. All right. Now I'm going to approve it by clicking on approve. Now the process has been approved over here by using approval process. Now, once the approve process has been completed over here, you can see over here start and wait for an approval has been completed. Now, it will insert the record as add a row into the table. So inside the Excel, it will add the records over here. Let me show you that. If you see inside the Excel, I'm having the details, trainer details as Amir Basha and the experience tool and the technologies, ASP.NET and RPA, budget 10,000 and number of days, 10 days. And the requested date is the date which we have given and you can see over here as approved. All right. This request has been approved. And if you want to do any additional tasks, like if you want to send a mail back to the trainer, in that case, you will add an extra action as send an email to the particular trainer saying as your training has been approved over there. All right. It's a lengthy task that I'm not explaining over here. Now, I'm going to show you one more example over here as rejected. Let me add one more record over here inside the SharePoint. I'm going to give it as Miss and I'm going to give Alexa, and the experience I will give it as 5, and the budget I'm going to give 20,000 and the number of days 5 and the technology is RPA. Let me click on save. Now once again our flow will be activated. I got one more request over here as training approval process. Let me click on reject right now. And then you can see I'm going to reject this and then I'm going to confirm this. Now our flow has been executed successfully. Now if you see over here, after rejection, I got the details like Alexa and the experience is 5 and the technology is RPA and the budget is 20,000 and the number of days 5 and the approved is rejected. This is the way how we are going to work with the approval process by using SharePoint along with the Power Automate to automate our daily process by using Power Automate. I hope you understand how to work with approval process with SharePoint as part of this tutorial. Thank you for watching Power Automate tutorials. If you have any queries related to this concept, please post them in the comment section. I will see you in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.